Brother Ben here. Brother Ben.
Wow. Accident. However, here we are in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to greet you all with the greeting words of peace. We said in the Arabic language of Assalamu alaikum. Everybody, man, we are almost through the first year. That's a lot, boy. We are almost through the first month of 2025. We are almost through the first month of 2025. If y'all can hear me and see me, press the number 1. If you can hear me and see me, press the number 1. Make sure everything is working. If you can hear me and see me, press the number 1. All right. Man, today we got a good one. We got a throwback from last year. We're going to be listening to our great brother Young Khan Adon, talk about what is your superpower. But before we get started with this, I want to start off with the scripture about your gift. How many of you all have already? How many of y'all know your gift? If you know your gift, I want you to put it in the comment section. This is what I want to happen too. If you don't know what your gift is, put I don't know. We need full participation. If you know what your gift is, put your gift in the comment section. If you don't know what your gift is, put, man, I don't know. If you don't know what your gift is, put I don't know. But if you do know what your gift is, I want you to put it in the comment section. Oh, wow. First 3 said they don't know. Okay. We got some work to do. Somebody said teach, train, coach, advocate for the voiceless. Okay. All right. Everybody else, what's y'all gift? What's y'all gift, man? What's your gift? Somebody else said, I don't know. Wow. I got to come up with something on this gift stuff, man. A lot of people saying they don't know. Helping others, teaching, training mothers. Helping others, yeah. Teaching, training mothers, yeah. Helping others, teaching, training mothers. Okay, cool. But here's why I want to, start with your gift. The scripture says, a man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before a great man. This is Proverbs 18 and 16. Each one of us have been given a gift. Minister teaches us that. But if I don't know my gift, how can it make room for me if I don't know what my gift is? Now, I want us to consider something. Many of us have a gift, but we've been so maybe good at it for so long, we don't consider it a gift. So I want us to think about, what is something that God naturally have given me that I can give to the world? Whether it is I'm always helping people solve problems, that's a gift. I have a way of interpreting things and putting it in a way for them to understand. That's a gift, right? What is something you naturally good at? What is something you love to do? What is something that you do best? Think about it, man. I want to, and here's the thing that I want us to, because so many people say, I don't know. When these weeks go by, man, this is what we need to be thinking about. What is my gift? If we need to call some people and say, man, what do you think I'm like naturally good at? That's what we need to discover. Because if the scripture says your gift will make room for you and bring you amongst great men, it is my gift that's going to make room for me. It is my gift that's going to lead to what probably fulfills me too. So if I'm doing different things just to make money, and I'm doing different things just because I see somebody else do it, man, somebody else is being fulfilled by this thing because it's aligned with their gift, it's aligned with their purpose, and it's not aligned with mine. I got to discover what my gift is, so I'm not just doing things just to do it. I'm not just doing things just to make money. So there's fulfillment when I do it. I'm supposed to do it because it's within my gift. What are you good at? Think about that. What are you good at? And then this week we're gonna deal with this. What is a gift? I don't know what I gotta put something together about this gifting, because some of us been on this earth too long not to know what our gift is. We've been on this earth too long not to be aware of what our gift is. We can see the good in everybody else. We can see the God in everybody else but ourselves. You probably could tell the gift of many people around you. If I ask you what's your gift for somebody else, you probably could say, man, his gift is this. Man, I know her gift is this. But you don't know your own gift. That woman, that man you look at in the morning, every morning when you brush your teeth and wash your face, get them boogers out your eyes. You don't know his gift. You don't know her gift. Or you simply don't believe you have one. Some people just don't even believe they have one, which stems from something else that may cause you to not move forward when somebody brings you a strategy. That thought process that you have about yourself may cause you to so-called procrastinate because you don't believe you're going to be successful at whatever the strategy is anyway. So that ain't for me. When you hear certain things about what we're going to help you do and what you're capable of, nah, that one ain't for me. And belief, it's like a triangle. Belief leads to your actions. Your actions lead to your results. And then your results feed your belief. Man, we're going to deal with that a little later, though. But I really want y'all to think about what your gift is, man. I need y'all to think about what your gift is. Hone in on it. So that's we're gonna go right to brother Coach Khan, man. He gonna talk about what is your superpower. I want you guys to take notes. I want you guys to share what stands out to you at the end, because hearing him, this may help y'all discover your gift. And I want y'all to be open-minded as y'all listen to this and try to figure out as he's speaking, as he's going. Be thinking about, what could my gift be? What could my superpower be? I want y'all to be thinking as y'all listening to this, what is my superpower? And really, really don't suppress it. Don't be like, you ain't got no superpower. Really be open to it. Even if it's something small. Man, I like to write. Okay, writing. That's a good start. Then we'll get into what type of writing. What do you like? We'll get into those things, but try to be open as possible with yourself. Whatever it is, if it's something small, I like talking. Okay, talking is your gift. We'll figure out what you like to talk about later. Here we go.
I tell y'all, a lot of people that start this year off, you don't know when it's your last time around the track. So you got work to do, family. You got a job to do. To my young brothers, my young sisters, which is every last one of y'all, because God came to make all things new. You don't know when it's going to be your last time around the track. So you need to leave a legacy. You need to leave something behind of significance that will live beyond your physical body. This is all I'm trying to tell you, man. You can't take life for granted. Tomorrow ain't promised to you. But one thing we are promised by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we will be the winners, living or dead. And Allah is just, and he makes sure that his justice don't sleep. So everybody must be held accountable and called to the carpet for our actions. Nobody's getting away. I don't care if you're 12. If you 12 riding around with the blicky, guess what? There's a price to pay. If you 25 and you scamming, there's a price to pay. Yeah, if you cracking credit cards, there's a price to pay. If you trying to get over on the people in the name of God and religion, there is a price to pay. If you trying to be a gatekeeper and you trying to manage the people on behalf of our open enemy, there is a price that you have to pay today. So I just wanted to clarify that. So with that said, let's get to it. The question is, what is your superpower? Man, this thing, but Ben, it's going to be piping hot right here now. This fresh out the oven right here. What is your superpower? If you think you know what your superpower is, I want you to put it in the comments right now. Because guess what? Everybody got a superpower. I'm talking about the one on here right now that don't think nothing of himself or nothing about herself. The one that feel like ain't nobody checking for you. You have a superpower. But what is it? Do you know? I don't see you in the comments. I don't see y'all talking black to me. So some of y'all might be checking for your superpower. You might be trying to figure that thing out still at 30, still at 40, still at 50. You ain't figured the superpower out. That's what I'm talking about, Brian, right there. BS detection, communication. Yeah, come on, talk black to me. Y'all got superpowers, family. And if you don't know what it is, it ain't a crime if you don't know. But I want to give you some keys. I want to give you some tools. I want to give you some insight to help you to pull it out of you. That's another thing that I specialize in helping to bring the God in you out of you. And if you think you know what your superpower is, my question is, are you operating in that gift? Now look at this. A superpower, according to Mr. Webster, is a special or extraordinary ability that is greater than what is considered normal. I'm going to read that again. A superpower is a special or extraordinary ability that is greater than what is considered normal. Now, I need y'all to keep it a buck with me. I need y'all to keep it 1,000. If you honestly don't know what your superpower is, I want you to put in the comments, I don't know. Because if everybody knew what their superpower was and everybody was functioning in their superpower, guess what? We have a whole lot more money. We will have a whole lot more people in our mosque, in our city. We will have a whole lot more businesses. Oh, we will have a whole lot more people online following behind us. We will be much more fulfilled in life. See, that's what I'm talking about. The real deal coming out now. There we go. If you don't know, just say you don't know. And you can say it that way. You can say, I don't know. Take the D out. Just put I-O-N apostrophe T. I don't know. There we go, Brother Will. I don't know. Now, for those of you that said you don't know, if you still gonna keep it a buck, put your age in the comments. If you don't know, not if you do know. If you don't know, just drop a little age in there. 30. Okay, I see. 41, 38, 40, 54, 62, 52, 51, 52, 25. Here's a question for 47, 50. Just think about that for a minute. You've been on the planet all this time, and you have not discovered your superpower. But I got some good news for you. It ain't never too late to be good. It ain't never too late to be good, y'all. You can be the oldest and the coldest. Yeah, you can be 60 and still get busy. You can be 80 and get it cracking lately. That's all I'm trying to tell you. But if you don't know, think about the definition. It is a special or extraordinary ability that is greater than what is considered normal. Now, if you feel like that it is hard for you to figure it out, my research indicates and has shown, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why it might be hard for you to find out. Reason number one, you can't find your superpower because it's so natural to you and so easy for you to do that you think it ain't even no superpower. You think that everybody should be able to do it. You think, oh, that ain't nothing right there. You talking about just knowing how to fry chicken? Who don't know how to fry chicken? A whole lot of people don't know how to fry chicken. It's some people, they can't boil water. They can't make toast. I'm just telling you, some people couldn't boil broccoli to save their life. Some people could not boil an egg in 3 minutes. You think that because you know how to do it and you've been doing it for a long time, that everybody else knows how to do it. So you look past the superpower. You look past the gift. But guess what? Another reason why. Other people notice your superpower before you do. I'm going to say that one more time. Other people know your superpower and they see your superpower before you. I'm gonna give y'all an example. If you think you know what Brother Ben's superpower is, put it in the comments. Watch this, Brother Ben. Watch. See, y'all gonna type something in here, Brother Ben don't even know. If you think you know this brother superpower, put it in the comments. Watch this, Brother Ben. Communication, inspiration. Okay. Come on now, let's talk about Brother Ben. We're gonna put him on the spot. Because to be a superhero, you got to have a superpower. Look at these words, Brother Ben. Some of these words you probably ain't seen before. Being itself. Did y'all know being yourself is a superpower? Oh man, we cooking in this thing right now. See, I gotta help y'all to understand what a superpower is. Look at that, Brother Ben. They talking to you now. Yeah, talk to him. Patient. That's a superpower now. See, y'all think everybody patient. I got news for you. Patience is a superpower. Honesty is a superpower. Being nice is a superpower. Being quiet is a superpower. You just got to learn how to use it. Look at that. Bro, Ben, you probably didn't know you had all them superpowers. They still running it up now. They running it up over there. Guess what? Here's another reason why you might find it hard to find your superpower. It's because you are trying to force the find instead of finding the force. I'm going to say that one more time. You might be trying to force the find. You looking so hard for your superpower that you overlook it. You're comparing what you think you want to be to what somebody else is actually doing. And the disease of comparison starts to erode your faith and your belief in yourself. Oh man, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. You trying to force it. You trying to be America's next top chef. And you don't know how to cook. that ain't your superpower. So when I get done with y'all today, you're going to have keys to figure it out. You're going to have questions. You're going to have dialogue. You're going to be able to spot your superpower. For all them IDKs, I don't know. That's who I want to talk to. And I hope you're young enough to catch what I'm putting down. If y'all still with me, just put in there, we with you. That's all I need to know. I just need to know if you're with me because I don't like to be boring. I like to be entertaining. I like to be engaging. Sisters do it like this, Brother Ben. They start doing their hand like this. They start grabbing the air. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it all the way real with y'all because I want to make sure you get it. Now look at this. Have y'all noticed? We're going to go to Hollywood for a minute. We ain't going to stay long. Look at this. Have you noticed in Hollywood, it's all kind of superheroes. We got Superman. We got Batman. We got Thor. We got Wonder Woman. Shout out to all the Wonder Women. Yeah, we got the Fantastic Four. We got Green Lantern. Y'all come on, help me out now. If I'm missing somebody, y'all put them in there. It's a whole bunch of everybody. We even had a couple of black ones. We had Hank. Will Smith was Hank. We had Meteor Man, Black Panther, Captain America. Yeah, The Flash, Spider-Man. Wouldn't it be nice if you had superpowers like that? If you could just fly? Blade, come on. See, y'all know what I'm talking about. But what about you? You mean to tell me God gave all these people these powers and ain't gave you none? Ant-Man, but being there's so many. Wolverine, the X-Men, look, they can't even stop naming. It's so many superheroes. My question is, why are you not being a superhero where you live? Why you not being a superhero in your hood? Why you not a superhero in your house? Why you not a superhero at your job? It's because you ain't tapped in to your superpower. But we finna check. I'm finna give y'all some of the keys. Now watch this. If you study these superheroes, typically the superheroes, they represent good. They represent and work for the benefit of humanity. And these superheroes normally start out as regular people. Y'all stop me when I'm lying now. See, what's his name? Peter Parker. He got bit by a spider. Then became Spider-Man. Old Clark Kent. He was from out of this world. He got sent to the earth. Next thing you know, he started getting power from the sun. Bruce Banner was just a scientist. You know what I'm saying? He was working, but he was regular. He was Bruce Banner. Then you even had, before Batman was Batman, he was Bruce Wayne. Y'all help me now. Who else? They was just regular people. That's how they saw themselves. Neo from the Matrix. He working at a cubicle. He just had a regular old job. These people were all regular. In the words of John Legend, we're just ordinary people. They was ordinary people. They were just trying to take it slow. Slow, oh. That's what y'all doing. Y'all trying to take it slow because you think that you are an ordinary person. I got many talents. Verlita, I can do a whole bunch of stuff now. I ain't gonna bring them all out. I got a lot of superpowers like Brother Ben. That's all I'm saying to you. But look, these people were regular people. That's the point I'm trying to make. Can I get a witness? They start as regular people, just like you. You started as a child. You grew up. You might have been the baby in the house. You might have been the middle child. You might have been the only child. You might have been the oldest child. But you felt that you were regular. See, Michael Jackson, in the beginning, he was just regular. People was regular. Your celebrities were regular. Steph Curry was regular. Michael Jordan was regular. Barack Obama was regular. Michelle Obama was regular. Beyonce was regular. Jay-Z was regular. Rick Ross was regular. Trick Daddy Dollars was regular. Man, I hope y'all pay attention to this, right? Because I'm going to show you, it's going to get so real to you. If you notice these superheroes, these people tend to follow a pattern or a set of principles or have a framework, Brother Ben, look out now, a framework, a process, a roadmap that I like to sum up in an acronym. I learned this, y'all, in my digital real estate class from Brother Ben and Coach Sean Item. They teach you about framework. Everything that you're good at, you have a framework for it. Now, what is a framework? A framework is just a roadmap. It's a process by which you are able to get a particular result. The only problem is the only place this framework exists is in your head. You have to, there we go. Somebody talking black to me. This framework is in your head. You know how to do hair, but you ain't never wrote it down. You know how to sew. You know how to cook. You know how to dance. You know how to play basketball. Whatever your thing is, you have a framework that makes it work for you. And everybody don't have the same framework. Now, these superheroes, all of them that y'all put in the comments, I studied them and realized they have a framework. We're going to call it the superhero framework. Watch this, y'all. Guess what it is? Usually, the way I like to remember frameworks is I create an acronym. And an acronym is simply a word that's abbreviated that each letter of the word stands for another word. So I put my processes into acronyms. For example, my name is Con. Con is an acronym that stands for killing haters and non-believers. Ooh, that's cold right there. Why? Because it reminds me of what my function is. It reminds me of what my job is. But before I can go out and kill an external hater, guess what? I have to kill the hater inside of myself. You got to be able to kill the hater in yourself because can't nobody hate on you better than you can. You your number one hater. You your number one gossiper. You your number one backstabber. It's you. It ain't your coworker. It ain't the person that feel like you got more money than them. You are number one. You are your own arch nemesis. So I say, I like that, killing haters and non-believers. I was inspired by Drake because Drake came up. He had an acronym for Drake. He say Drake just stand for do right and kill everything. I said, ooh, I said, that, Drake, you cold with that one. Well, if you got one, I'm coming up with one too, Drake. Con, killing haters and non-believers. But they call me Coach Con. Check this out, y'all. Guess what Coach stands for? The C stands for I communicate clearly. The O in Coach means I'm going to open you up to opportunities. The A in Coach means I'm going to assist you and hold you accountable. The next C in Coach means I'm going to challenge you beyond your comfort zone. And the H in Coach means after I've done all of those things, I'm going to help you to heal. So you put it all together and you get Coach Con. You see, I put my process right there in my name. I put my framework in my name. Oh, I wish somebody was listening. You need a framework, family. Whatever you're good at, you need to develop your framework. You might want to write that down. You need a framework. You need a process. Nobody just is haphazardly good. You might be naturally inclined. But guess what? Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. Back to the acronym, the superhero acronym. Guess what it's called, y'all? Y'all ready for this? I need somebody to put this in the comments. It's called struggle. STRUGGLE. Watch this now. Ooh, y'all ain't ready for this right here. Struggle. You got to put the dots in between the letters. If y'all got, some of y'all might have time to do that because you ain't taking no notes. You think I'm just talking to be talking because I'm making it sound funny and I'm being turned up. Well, there we go right there. Sister Line got it. Watch this, y'all. All superheroes to use and unlock and unpack your superpower or your gift. Guess what you have to do? The S. What does it stand for? Ooh, y'all might not be ready for this right here. The S, it stands for story. Every superhero got a story. Somebody need to put that in there. I need to make sure y'all following me now. Everybody on this call, everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you tuning it in and tapped in, you got a story. But guess what? It's two stories you got. It's the story that actually happened, and it's the story you tell yourself. And somewhere in between what actually happened and what you tell yourself shapes and molds your story. But if you don't tell your story, you will not unlock the first layer of unpacking your superpower. That's a key now. You got to tell your story. Everybody on here got a story to tell. In fact, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that if Black people were allowed to tell their stories as other people have told their stories, he said a brass monkey would shed tears. And every one of us is a walking bestseller. Somebody put that down. I am a bestseller. You thought it was just Bruce Banner. You thought it was just Batman. You thought it was just Black Panther. You thought it was just Wonder Woman. No, you are a bestseller, but you cannot be a bestseller if you are unwilling to tell the story. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying out here. Y'all don't hear me. You have to be willing to tell your story. Boy, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. You got to tell your story. So I need you to think about your story. You notice in every superhero story, you have what seemed to be an okay life. But then we get to the T in struggle. Guess what the T is? All superheroes have this in their process. The T in struggle stands for trial. It stands for tragedy. Y'all name me one of them superheroes that when you find out their story, that there is not tragedy or trial in their life. Everybody got one. Some of y'all got multiple trials, multiple tragedies that you have suffered and undergone. Am I making sense? I just want to make sense, and I want to make it crystal clear to where you understand. But guess what? With the trial and the tragedy that happens in your story, some of y'all on this call have been molested. Some of y'all have been sexually assaulted. Some of y'all have been shot. Some of y'all have been physically wounded. Some of y'all have been mentally wounded. Some of y'all have been burn victims, right? There is trial and tragedy in your story, and you don't like to expose the trial. You don't like to expose the tragedy. So guess what? Your story is one layer of the superpower. Your trial, your tragedy. See, when Spider-Man, when Peter Parker got bit by the spider, that was a problem. When Bruce Banner got hit with the gamma ray, that was a problem. Look, I don't care if I just reach one person. I did my job. But I want you to get this, family. So after you have your trial and your tragedy, if you don't think you've had one, 2024 just started. Don't worry, because the Holy Quran, Allah says that He tries us at least once or twice a year severely. Well, what does a trial do? A trial is a test. It brings either the best out of you or the worst. but nobody escapes being tried. As the Holy Quran says in the 29th surah, do men think that we will be left alone on saying we believe and will not be tried? Indeed, we have tried those before you who were greater than you, so that Allah will know those who are true and he will know the liar. Well, wait a minute now. I thought God, if he know everything, he's the best knower. He's the all-knowing one. He already knows the liar. He already knows who's truthful. But guess what? The God in you don't know. So the trial makes you to see what you are made of. Some of y'all thought y'all was strong till the trial hit. Some of y'all thought y'all was weak until the trial hit. Some of y'all thought y'all couldn't make it out until the tragedy hit. Some of y'all was caught in a house fire and you didn't think you was going to escape and all the doors and the windows was blocked, but you found a way out. Oh, trial and tragedy, boy, bring it to the surface. Oh, I'm talking to somebody now. Watch this. So once you have your story and your trial and your tragedy, the next thing is the letter R. And guess what the R is in the process? The R stands for response. How do you respond to the trial? And how do you respond to the tragedy? Depending on your response will determine if you can unlock your superpower. Ooh, I'm just talking to the superheroes, that's all. I'm just talking to the ones that know that you thought you was regular. But if you went through a trial and you went through a tragedy and you got a story to tell and you respond properly, the proper response to the trial leads us to the U in the struggle. Guess what the U is, y'all? Understanding. If you can understand why, it helps you to endure what you are going through. As they say on the street, make it make sense. They say the math ain't mathing. Life is life. You gotta make it make sense. How do you make it make sense? You make it make sense based on the story you're telling yourself. I hope I'm making sense. Oh, now once you get to understand, Sister Khadija, guess what? Then there's a G in struggle. Guess what the first G is? Growth. Once you understand and you have responded properly to the trials and the tragedies and the difficulties that come your way, if you understand, as the Bible says, get knowledge, get wisdom, but with all thy getting, get understanding. If you can just dig deep within yourself and get some understanding, this is why I suffer. A lot of times we go through things and we ask God, why me? God, if you listen closely, he says, why not you? Do you think you any better than those that were before you? Do you think that you don't have the right to be tried? You know, when you go to court, you say he took it to trial. If they find you guilty, there's a price to pay. If they find you innocent, you can walk out. How we function under trial, how we respond, and how we go about getting understanding, it allows us to grow with the gift. Ooh, we just unlocking it one layer at a time. Every superhero now, all of them, they all went through this. So if the superhero went through it, why you can't go through it? It is a prerequisite to becoming a superhero with a superpower. Oh, I know I'm cooking. as they say right now. Or as they say, I'm eating right now. If you don't go through this process, you will not get in touch with your superpower. See, look at this, y'all. Brother Ben. When Brother Ben tells his story, he said, I had 20. People don't know I had 21 biological brothers and sisters. I only know 6 of them. Brother Ben says, I was born in prison. Brother Ben says, the first time I saw my father was in a casket. Think about it. And when we heard the story, we related. We identified with his story. We say, man, how did, see, you always want to know how the superhero gonna get out of this one. When you watch Ghost on Power, you wanted to know how's Ghost gonna get out of this one. How Tommy gonna get out of this one? How Kanan gonna get out of this situation? Oh, I don't know about Tariq. I don't know if Tariq gonna make it out. You always want to see how they handle the trial. And if they can successfully understand what's going on, if they understand the storm, Vendale, Nasir, they begin to grow. They get stronger. They become more resilient, more powerful, which leads to the next G in the struggle. This is the process of a superhero. The next G is guidance. You cannot do it alone. Some of y'all think y'all can be great by yourself. You need guidance. Everybody needs guidance, family. Because you don't know it all. We don't know the way. Oh, watch how I wrap this thing and bring it together. We gonna unlock it. And once you start getting guidance and instructions to navigate through the vicissitudes of life, through the difficulties, the hardships, the trials, and the tragedies, and you began to gain understanding and you began to grow with the gift. See, once Spider-Man got hit with that spider, he wasn't automatically swinging from building to building. He had design him a costume. He had to have a little logo. All the superheroes, they got uniforms. You need a uniform. You need to put that down. What's your uniform? What you gonna put on every day to go out and face the world? Come on now, I'm talking to the superheroes. You got to have a uniform, fam. Your uniform could be courage. Your uniform could be a suit and a bow tie. Your uniform could be a headpiece. Your uniform could be something that serves as a protection of your identity. All the superheroes, they always protect their identity. See, you got to protect your identity because people will steal your identity. They will steal your position. They will steal your idea. They will steal your invention. So you need a uniform. You need a protection for what you discover that's your gift. Ooh, man, I told you I'm gonna be cooking on this thing now. Once you got the growth and the guidance happening, you have an L in struggle. And that L stands for love. You have to love what you do. You have to love those you are called to serve. You have to love the one that gave you the gift. Oh, yeah. Velita, see, I told you I could throw the multi-syllable. I said I wasn't going to do it, but that one just slipped out. Y'all have to excuse me. Vicissitudes, ups and downs, the ebb and flows of things, the hard times, the easy times. If you love it, you can get the lesson. You can learn from it. I hope y'all paying attention, man. See, this how I get you. I be tricking y'all. At first, I be all fun and hyped up, but then I just drop a little bit. Keep dropping a little bit in that water. Next thing you know, you so deep down in that water with me, you can't come back up for air right away. Because I want you to sit in it for a minute. Once you start to love it, the gift, the superpower, the thing that God blessed you with. See, the Incredible Hulk can't do what Spider-Man can do. Black Panther can't do what Wonder Woman can do. Everybody has a power unique to them. As Brother Ben says, you are what makes you unique. Ooh, once he dropped that on me, I said, oh man, I got to process that. I got to get understanding. You are what makes you unique. Each one of y'all that's listening to me, think about this, that a person like you never was in the annals of history. God never made two of you. You are the only one God ever created. How spectacular is that? And you out here discounting yourself. And you the only one God ever made. Ooh, man, I'm talking to somebody. Then we got the E in struggle. Y'all ready for this? The E stands for empowerment. All of the superheroes have tried and they constantly empower other people. Or they help them to enhance their abilities. Ooh, every single superhero followed that framework. Now watch this right here. We talking about what is your superpower? What is your gift? And look at this. Here's another common trait among the superheroes. They don't fit in. Did y'all hear what I said? The superheroes don't fit in. Why don't they fit in, Brother Khan? They don't fit in because God made them to stand out. He made you to stand out. And as long as you try to fit in, as long as you try to go along with what's going on, as long as you are not being your unique, original self, you won't be happy because God made you distinct. The same ones that didn't fit in, the same ones that were the outcasts, the same ones that the people laughed at. Oh, when the people saw their superpower. When they found out that you could sing, when they saw that you could dance, when they saw that you could sew better than anybody else, when they saw that you knew how to do hair better than anybody else, when they saw you had a thing for being a fashion designer, the same people that didn't want you rolling with them, they all started singing your praises. Oh man, I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking. Now watch this right here. Another word for superpower, family, is a gift. If you ever been given a gift, I just need you to put in the comments, me. In your whole life, if you ever been given a gift by somebody, your family member, your significant other, your sister, your sibling, your boss, almost everybody on this call has received a gift from somebody. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit. When you get a gift, guess what? You don't always like the gift. If you ever got a gift, watch this, y'all. If you got a gift before and you really didn't like the gift, go on, keep it a buck. Just say, yeah, somebody did buy me a ugly sweater one time. So, yes, somebody brought me some cologne, man. That stuff was so stink. I couldn't wear that stuff. Everybody got a gift that you didn't like. I know I'm talking right now. It could have been a birthday gift. Some of y'all still celebrating Christmas. You might have got a Christmas gift that you didn't want. In your mind, you wanted a certain gift. You wanted gift A, but they gave you gift B. How do you respond? Oh man, I'm cooking, y'all. About another 15 minutes and I'm gonna be done with this thing. Watch how I bring it home. Look at this. When you get this gift and you don't like it, do you tell the person you don't like the gift? Or do you fake the funk and say, oh, this is nice, and you hide the gift? You never use the gift. You never wear the outfit. They got you wanted a Bentley, they bought you a Toyota. you wanted the new Versace, they got you some Brut by Fabergé. Come on now. What happened to that gift that you didn't like? Or better yet, now watch this. Have you ever gave somebody a gift that they didn't like? If you did, just say me. You was off. You thought they wanted this, but you got them that. So you know what it feels like on both sides. Now watch this. God himself is called the giver of all gifts. Is that right? He's the giver of all gifts. But how many of you got the gift, but you wanted something else, and God gave you this? You wanted to be light-skinned, and God made you dark-skinned. You wanted thin lips, and he gave you thick ones. You wanted long hair that didn't care, and he made it too short for you to roll with tweezers. Yeah, man, you got mad at God because he gave you a gift that you didn't want. You wanted to be a dancer, and he didn't give you no rhythm. Ooh, come on now. Let's keep it real. But remember what I asked about the giver of the gift. When you reject the gift, how does the giver feel? How does the giver of the gift feel when you don't receive their gift? Unappreciated, disrespected. Come on now, Sister Beatrice, you know what I'm talking about. If the person found out that you really didn't like that gift and they saved their hard-earned money to give it to you, they sacrificed to give you this gift and you rejected it. So how do you think God himself feels that gave you a superpower, that gave you a gift that you don't appreciate, that you don't use, that you don't even open it up? Some of y'all been giving gifts and it's still sitting in the package. See, when you said, I don't know what my gift is, and you've been on the planet 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, 60 years, God gave you the gift a long time ago, but he wrapped the gift in your story. He wrapped the gift in your trial. He wrapped the gift in your tragedy. See, you didn't like the wrapping paper. Woo. Oh, boy, I'm talking on this thing. You didn't like what the gift was wrapped in. It came with abuse. It came with suffering. It came with poverty. It came with being despised and rejected. So you never opened the gift. Ooh, look here. I'm talking to somebody now. You say, Brother Khan, what does a gift have to do with superpowers? The superpower is your gift. And Steve Harvey said it like this. He said, your gift is the thing that you do the very best with the least amount of effort. The gift is something nobody taught you. Nobody showed you how to do that thing you know how to do. You didn't go to school to learn it. You just had a natural inclination. You had a natural ability. Nobody taught you how to sing, but you could hit all the notes. Nobody taught you how to play the keyboard, but you know how to play by ear. but you sitting around and you broke. You're sitting around one paycheck away from homelessness. Some of you might be homeless while you're listening. Why? Because you're not using the gift. Well, look, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if there's one person, I want you to get what I'm saying to you. This ain't no cap in my rap. If you would use the gift that God gave you, your world will begin to change overnight. I'm giving y'all the true story. When I joined digital real estate, talked about our great brother Ben X, I joined this program. You know, I saw these people making all this money. And y'all know I do it all, man. Hey, look. I'm a hustler. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a rapper. My dress game is good. You know, I be swagged out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good people person. I could do a lot of things, right? But when I joined digital real estate, Brother Jay, Brother Ben asked me after the class, he said, how you like the class? I said, oh man, this thing was all right. And one day I called Brother Ben and I said, so Brother Ben, with all the stuff, you know, I know how to do. What do you think I should be doing? Listen to his answer to me, y'all. He said, shoot. That is a word, y'all. That's black people word. Shoot. SHOOOOOOD. Shoot. That's the PG version of the other word. He said, shoot. Honestly, Brother Khan, I just like to hear you do more teaching. Y'all, I was so mad when I done paid this money to get in this man class. And he told me, Sister Keisha, he just want to hear me do more teaching. I said to myself, I've been teaching all this time. I ain't made no money. I ain't leveled up economically. I've been teaching all this time, though. But guess what? There's a scripture that says your gift will make room for you. But guess what I did? I accepted the guidance. I submitted, even though my brother was younger than me. He dropped that seed on me and said, I just want to hear you do more teaching. I said, well, shoot, ain't nobody taught me how to teach. Didn't I tell y'all? People will see your gift. They will see your superpower before you see it, because you trying to force the find instead of finding the force. I didn't realize teaching was a force. Ooh, I'm listening to myself too. So he said, teach. I said, okay, well, shoot, I've been teaching, but guess what? When you got a seed, if it's not in the right soil, it won't grow and germinate and produce plants. It won't produce a fruit because you got the seed in the wrong environment. I've been teaching offline. Oh, but this digital real estate thing, that was a whole new thing, right? I ain't never taught on Instagram. I ain't never taught on Facebook. I ain't never taught on TikTok. So I said, well, what I'm going to teach, though? I'm going to teach the same thing I was teaching offline to people like, y'all might have heard of this brother, student minister Nuri Muhammad. Oh, yeah, I used to teach him offline. Student assistant minister Jeffrey Muhammad in Chicago, Illinois, our headquarters. I taught him offline. See, Brother Will, I was teaching offline. I was teaching in that environment. But when I put those seeds of me teaching in another environment, people started discovering who I was. And I could say like Mystical, doom, 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 here I go, doom, doom, doom. I know y'all. That's what I started saying. Here I go. And they started discovering me, Brother Maximus. They started discovering Brother Young Khan Nadan. And I became this phenomenon, and I began to germinate and grow and sprout what seemed like overnight. But they didn't know I had been teaching for years offline. Remember this, family. Y'all put these in the notes. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan said that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him that a seed or a tree sends a root down long before it sends a shoot up. Ooh, I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back, for the people with the bad Wi-Fi. He said that a seed sends a root down long before it sends a shoot up. Ooh, that was a jewel right there now. See, some of y'all been doing what you've been doing for years. Some of y'all been cooking since y'all was young. Some of y'all been doing hair since y'all was little. Some of y'all been singing as far back as you was talking. But here's the question. Have you been singing in the right environment? Have you been cooking in the right environment? Have you been teaching in the right environment? Because your gift will make room for you. Have you been rapping in the right environment? But if you abort the mission before the seed has a chance to develop, you will destroy the gift and the superpower and you will bury it. And if you bury the gift or the seed or the superpower, you will live a very unfulfilled life. I don't know if y'all ever saw, speaking of superheroes, the cartoon, I like the cartoon, The Incredibles. The Incredibles, they had these superpowers. Then they just got tired of it. They tried to go back to being normal. That's the thing. When you got the superpower and you try to just be regular, God don't let you be regular. He don't let you get no rest. He don't let you get peace at night. You're laying in your bed. You imagine Neo in the Matrix supposed to break down the whole Matrix. The man is working a job in the cubicle. Imagine if Michael Jackson would have been working at Burger King. That's what you look like, doing the thing that you know God called you to do, but you don't have faith. So you say, but Brother Khan, man, I like to sing, but singing ain't paying rent. I like to cook, but cooking ain't paying the bills. I like doing hair, but that ain't bringing no money. So I'ma just do what's making the money. And you sacrifice the superpower for a paycheck. Y'all don't hear what I just said. We love talking about people selling out. Once you get to a certain, oh, you sold out. Yeah, you did. You sold out your superpower that God himself gave you for a regular old 9-to-5 job that you can't stand. To sit next to a stanky breath coworker that you don't even want to talk to him and say good morning, because that good morning breath gonna come and melt your hair. Yeah, that's what you sold out. You gave the superpower up. I'm just saying. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. I'm just saying now, you the superhero. You thought it was them, but it's really you. Watch this, y'all. We almost there.
Ooh. Hey, y'all better come back tomorrow for part 2. Come back tomorrow for part 2 of your superpower. We're going to stop right there and get feedback from the family. Go ahead and press the number 1. If you have anything that stood out to you. Now, I know I'm looking at the comment section. I know it's a few people that got some stuff that stood out to y'all. So go ahead and press the number 1 because we want to hear from you. I want to start by saying this here. This is something that Sister Courtney said that resonated with me so much, and it's similar to what Brother Coach Khan just said. Those of us who do things just for money, we are like prostitutes. I know we don't want to hear that. I know we're going to try to justify it in our mind. But the same way you look at that woman who gives her body for the money, she's sacrificing her body for the money. And the way that you look at her, you say, oh, I can't believe that. I mean, why would you do that this time? How many of us are sacrificing our soul for it? How many of us are sacrificing something that God also gave us, his gift, for it? How many of us are sacrificing our sanity, our peace for it? That's deep, man. That's deep. Brother Coach Khan said, man, you sold out. You sold out too. You talking about the rappers who sold out. Oh, it's easy to comment on Shade Room or comment about, oh, they done performed for Trump. They done performed at the inauguration. They done sold out. That's what I seen all over social media. The rappers who was there, they sold out because they performed. Well, hell, at least they was in their gift. You sold out years ago and have sold out your gift that the scripture said will make room for you decades ago. You may be upset at where they performed their gift, but they in their gift. How many of us going to this job really just to pay the bills? I'm doing what I'm doing. I hate going to work every morning, but I'm doing it just to pay the bill, just to make $1. So how many of us have sold out? How many of us have sold out what the God has been telling us? I'm talking about from within here. I ain't talking about what society wants you to be. I ain't talking about what your mama wanted you to be, daddy wanted you to be. There's something most of the time, if we can just be honest and remember, there's something innate from within us. There's a voice from within us that's been trying to push you off the ledge to do something that you good at, to do something that's a part of your mission, to do something that you made and born for, that you ain't jumped off and did yet. And you done sold out to the God within, the voice of truth within. You sold out to that. How about that one? But it's much easier to talk about the rappers. It's much easier to talk about the entertainers. It's much easier to talk about so-called celebrities. Yet we live the same type of lifestyle, just in a different way. Well, no, because they putting a message out there that's harming the children. You are too. You don't think that we non-verbally are communicating to our children? See, they just flat out saying it. If a nigga do this, you know what I mean? So you mad because they saying it. But the children is getting a message from us too. Every time daddy say he gonna do something. Every time mama say she gonna do something, she don't do it. Every time they say they gonna do this, they don't follow through with it. Every time bills come around, it's like they just don't know what to do. These are thoughts that we're giving to our children. The way that you're bringing them up, that's going to be a part of their subconscious thinking. A lot of our thinking and what we do today is due to what we saw growing up, whether we believe it or not. Our subconscious mind, the reactive mind, how we naturally are, how we naturally react to certain situations is due to how we saw our parents react to them. It's due to what our parents kept saying, boy, money don't grow on trees, boy, we ain't got this, that. We done already discovered this months ago on the Power Call when we was reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. A lot of y'all started to see, dang, my parents, my daddy, this is why y'all. So you don't think you also sending a message to your children? You may not be on the mic rapping to them, but you got more influence because they're seeing you daily. So, yeah. We can talk about the rappers. We can talk about your Sexy Reds and your Glorrillas and your Megan Thee Stallion. I can't believe them. But what if God is saying, I can't believe you? You think you better than them, but I'm giving you something that you done sold out on. You sending a message to your son. You sending a message to your daughter unwittingly because of something you're not doing. You disobeying me. There's a voice of truth. I've been trying to communicate to you. That's why it's hard for you to rest at night. So naturally we say, I don't know, but I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. I think you do know. I think you do know. I think some of us in here that said, I don't know, I think you do know. I think naturally your mind just says, I don't know, but I think you do know. I think you've heard that voice late at night telling you, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you on the right track. That's you. You denied it. I think you done had that communication with the God where you're up late at night and that good idea came to you right before you went to sleep. And I think maybe you rejected the thought. I don't believe that the thought ain't came to you yet after all these years. I'm going to challenge you, man. I'm going to challenge you and say, I think you know what you could be doing differently than what you're doing right now that have you displeased with your life. I think you got an idea. So yeah, as we look at the celebrities, because their life, see, here's the thing. It's easy to judge them because their life is public. You know who they dating. You know who their wife is. You know who their husband is. Paparazzi all around, TMZ. Their life is always being blogged about. But imagine if your life was blogged. See, it's easy to talk about the celebrities because they popular and known. But imagine if the messages that they put out in the lyrics, see, they got the song. Imagine if we translated all the messages that you've been non-verbally communicating to your children, if those was put on the internet. Wouldn't we look the same, a lot of us? Wouldn't we be condemned the same, a lot of us? Imagine if they was to look at our life and somebody made a song about our life. Wouldn't it be just as detrimental? But we're so quick to judge them. So these are things we just gotta think about, man. Discover the gift, man, because when you discover, when you accept it, as Master Fard Muhammad said, accept your own and be yourself. When you just accept your own and be yourself, man, do you realize you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for them babies, man, that you say you love. It's for them babies. What if you are the one that's here to hear a message like this so that you can break this curse of what your family been dealing with? So many people I've talked to have said, I'm the first person that did try this entrepreneur thing. Everybody has been taught, go to school so you can get good grades, so you can work for somebody else. And the working for somebody else, not even finding your people, it's finding somebody else's so that we can build their world. They ain't helping build our world. So what if you taking this leap? You doing it not just for you. You doing it for those coming behind you. So there's something I heard the other day. Sacrifice gotta be made somewhere. If your life is easy in the breeze, that means there was somebody who sacrificed before you. If there's something you have to sacrifice and your life is a little difficult, it's for the ones coming after you. So what are we doing so they can say, boy, you know what? I got courage because my granny had courage to take the leap. Granny didn't know what to do. Boy, she was so lost, but she said, I'm doing this here for my grandbabies. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Think over this, man. 50 years after you dead and gone. 60 years after you dead and gone. your grandbaby's gonna say, man, I got the courage to step out on my gift because granny did. Because daddy did. Mama did. Granddaddy did. He was scared too because she documented it. She was here during a time where she can create content about it. See, a lot of y'all act like you don't know what you can create content about. Your life. Hey, guys, listen. It's January 27, 2025. I've been living my life mediocre. I just been breezing through. This my first YouTube video. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know this one thing. I love my grandbabies. I don't want to repeat the cycle of us just being mediocre. And I'm finna try this, y'all. Do you know what I would pay to be able to hear that from my grandparents? I don't even know my grandparents. To this day, I've been told, but the way my mind works, I don't even know my grandparents' name. I don't know their name. I don't know what they look like. So to be able to have just a YouTube. See, y'all don't understand. You looking at, I ain't no influencer. But what if you influence your grandbaby who became an influencer way after you gone? That's the piece you missing out on. That's the piece you missing out on. You trying to be the one that get the millions of views. But what if it's you just documenting like you know you could be doing? You got a cell phone. You ain't got to be the influencer of this generation. But what if somebody say, there go your grandmama. Let me show you your grandmama video. Let me show you your granddaddy video. Look at what he was trying to do. And you don't know that just something that you was thinking about doing. They say, you know what? She was on to something. I'm a pick up that mantle. And what if he or she, years down the line, become a creative and influence people all over the world, but you was the spark. You was the spark because you took the leap. See, taking the leap don't always mean that you the one who take it to the finish line. You just had the courage to begin and start something. See, I think about Sister Tornisa. Sister Tornisa, she may not get this thing all the way figured out, but little Talia, oh, her being on the classes, her listening to adults speak every morning, man, we don't know what that's doing to her mind, how it's shaping her. So Sister Tornisa may not be everything that she wants to be right now. I would like to have more money. Oh, I would like to be doing this. I would like to be living here. Yeah, that's true. And she still can accomplish that over time as she executes and figures out the strategy. But man, the fact that she's just here, she got to BW. When her daughter hears her say, I didn't have the money, but something told me I got to get down there the Dallas to that event. And she found a way to get here. And then she saw the reward that they was able to give. Oh, see, that just principle. It seemed like something small. I just thought that hell I need to be there and I'm going to be there. But what is that going to do in her mind when she remembers that when she gets older, when Master Father Muhammad, when I get something from the God that I got to do something, I got to do it by any means necessary. But what if later on in her life, that means something way bigger? But the principle that she showed her and just finding a way to get there, even if it was by bus, means so much maybe in the future. But if we compress ourselves, well, I don't got the means. Well, based on the bank account, I don't know. Well, I'ma just not go on and do this here. What message are you sending to the generation behind you? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Some of y'all right now, it's something bubbling in you. I can feel it. You get my stomach bubble. For somebody, y'all like, ooh, good God Almighty, this the one. Ooh, and you like, man, I want to do it, Brother Ben, but I'm scared. I want to do it. Come on, man, just do it. Man, listen, it's on the piece you looking for is on the other side of that fear. We all felt it. All of us who experiencing it, living in our purpose, we all felt it. Man, I was scared like a mug when I dropped out of college. I'm finna end with this one give me the cue, because I know somebody got something to say. And if y'all don't, man, I'm canceling. We gonna just stop doing the podcast because this is I know somebody who heard Brother Coach Khan. This message today resonating with somebody. But when I dropped out of college, man, been playing basketball all my life. Trying to paint a picture for y'all. Been playing basketball all my life since about 2. Mama, daddy, and them, they paying for you to travel. AAU, Pop Warner, buying your shoes, paying for trainers, traveling here, hotel here, right? Going to this game. So in my mind, right, I feel like I'm in debt to them. I'm just giving it to you real. I damn near feel like I was in debt to them. So when I get to college and I come into the teachings now, I'm starting to feel from God. Remember, I'm just giving y'all the timeline. There's some resonating in me. Oh, wow. When I put these teachings on Facebook and Instagram, the response that I'm getting, this feels better. Something is telling me this is better than basketball. What? The whole hood know Lil Ben. Man, Lil Ben, he gonna either go pro, he gonna go to the NBA, or he at least gonna go overseas. But Lil Ben been doing this, and he was an All-American. Come on, hey, everybody, when I'm coming to the hood, hey, when you make it, bro, man, just give me a jersey. Everybody telling me, man, when you make this been on my mind since elementary. So my whole life is set. This dude, he gonna go to the league. So when I come into the teachings, man, I'm starting to feel something different. So I'm in college. This is my junior year now. Sophomore year is when I started to come into the teaching. The brother came and spoke in my school about the role of the male and the female, and he became my mentor, Brother Malik, and he got children, and none of them went to public school. All of them homeschooled, graduated early. I'm like, whoa, I never heard of this before. I'm liking this here. What he learning? What he got for me to learn? So when I go home, this is sophomore year, I start listening to the minister. Right? Now check this out. Now I'm trying to paint this picture. I'm at home listening to the minister. My daddy say, turn it off. We Baptists in this house. Uh-oh, I'm in the valley of decision. Uh-oh, this the valley of decision. I'm meeting with Brother Malik at Whataburger. He meet with me by the house. You know, I'm texting him back and forth, emailing him back and forth. He mentoring me. When I'm listening to the minister full lectures, I'm like, I never, this is it. So now my parent is saying, turn it off. We Baptists in this house. Farrakhan did this. Farrakhan did this. Now at this age, I ain't nothing but 20, 21. I'm young, man. I'm still in the house. So yeah, I'm young, man. So I gotta decide. I kept listening to him. I'm researching how to defend him to my parent. We talking about taking a leap to my parent. I keep listening. Mama say, leave him alone. He, we ain't been to church in damn near a decade, but we Baptist. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But we Baptist though. We go on Easter. We may go on New Year's, But shoot, now we Baptist now because I'm listening. See, so I'm in my mind. I'm with it. Hey, whoever I gotta go against, I'm with it. Come on, because to me, I done found God. He's resonating in me. So I go off to college. In college now, this is before I even joined. I'm teaching my teammates about eating pork. Most of my teammates stopped eating pork. Most of my teammates got the waiver, because when you in college basketball, you're supposed to get the shot, I forgot what it's called, not the technical shot, but whatever shot you're supposed to get your shots. Not me. I get my waiver, religious waiver. Guess what my teammates start doing? They start opting out. getting away with. So I'm like, whoa, this here got some influence. You know, I'm really quiet. I'm naturally quiet, but I'm learning and I'm sharing here and there. They hear me listening to the minister in my dorm room. They catching on. Oh, okay. So as I'm growing in this, man, I'm falling out of love though with basketball. So it's not like, okay, I still love basketball, but now it's like the more I'm falling in love with the teachings, I'm actually falling out of love. Something I never thought I would do in my life. I'm falling out of love. I'm not going to the gym no more. We got access to, I done made it here. D1. I done finally made it. I got the chance to be on ESPN. I done made it where I want to be, where I thought I wanted to be. Got a full-blown Lamar University. I mean, got the gym. We can go to the gym whenever we want to. Now, anybody who knows me, I stayed in the gym. But I lost the desire to even go to the gym. I said, man, something is happening to me. This ain't normal. So, bro, I heard the minister say, debt is slavery. So I looked at it and I said, I'm supposed to be on scholarship. They was expecting one of my teammates to leave and they was going to give me the scholarship, but he didn't leave and da-da-da-da. I said, well, I ain't finna be here racking up no debt because I knew the only reason I wanted to go to college was to play basketball. I already knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, videographer, and I said I can learn that on YouTube or a course. I ain't got to go to college to learn that. That was in my mind. So when basketball didn't go as planned, as I was like, man, this ain't it. I had to quit. And to this day, I don't even think I did it right. I don't even think I did it right. So check this out, y'all. Here's the day. Y'all probably heard me tell this story. So one day we got basketball practice. And I'm making a decision today. We got basketball practice and I'm finna drop out. I'm finna just leave. I ain't check in with no counselor. I to this day ain't checked in with no counselor. They probably still think I'm enrolled, hell, the way I did it. I started packing up my bags, bro. And I'm trying to remember what happened. So I'm about to quit now. So I go down there. It's basketball practice, but I don't think I had my basketball gear on or something like that. I'm going down there and I'm about to walk to the coach's office to let them know I'm through. So I go down and when I get to the door, I turn around. Dang, something hit me. Heart dropped down to my stomach. Ooh, damn, I can't do this. I'm scared. I'm scared like a mug, boy. Okay, I start going back to my dorm room. I come back. No, you got to tell them, brother. You got to tell them. I go to the door. I'm about to walk in. Ooh, I get scared again. I turn back around. I'm scared. Ooh, I'm scared. Now watch this. The third time. As I'm coming to the door, the assistant coach walks out. I wish I could interview him one day to just talk, because I really forget what I told him verbatim. I wonder if he remembers. We friends on Twitter or something. I forgot his name by now, though. Third time, I walk to the door, he walks out. So now I'm fake. I got to let him know why I'm not in the gym, because all the other players in the gym. I got to he walks out. I say something like, man, I'm quitting, you know, I'm leaving, you know, whatever I said, I'm going back home, or, you know, I can't this ain't it. So he takes me into the office. I tell the head coach. Head coach says what he says. Now, the assistant coach got a relationship with my dad. Uh-oh. So he finna let my dad know. Here it is, y'all. Here comes the meat of it. Before I get to the dorm room, I'm being blown up. Ben, man, what the you down there doing? Take your mup in that gym and quit mother. I'm getting cussed out. Oh yeah, I'm hearing it. But I ain't hearing it. I'm hearing it, but I ain't hearing it. Now here's the key. I ain't got no money saved up. I ain't got no $10,000 I done saved up. I just gotta leave. Fast forward. I heard things like, well, you better ask the Muslims to help you. You better such and so and so and so. Uh-oh. So now we talking about valley of decision now. I'm on some doing for self. Because that's what I'm hearing the minister say. So I didn't even want to ask a lot of times because I didn't want to hear, well, you shouldn't have. Well, the Muslim. Oh, I'm trying to let you know. Oh man, it wasn't easy. So there's been times where there's been times where I'm edged to go get a job. I'm edged to go get a job. I'm edged that this ain't gonna work. I've heard, I'm telling you, this is verbatim. Them Muslims gonna get you killed. That's what I heard. You let them F your life up. You let them F your life. Because my life was supposed to be basketball. That was what I was known for. So the story is they F'd my life up. So boom. In the beginning, it's a struggle. Got the family. Living in a one-bedroom apartment. The brother who brought me into the nation, he gave me my first job working at his school that he owned. Wasn't making a lot, minimum wage, but I'm driving the bus. So that ain't paying all the bills, so I got to drive the bus while trying to do videography. I'll shoot your music video. I'll do your wedding. Whatever I got to do to make ends meet, because when I come into the teachings, it say FOI, you pay the rent. You pay them more, whatever. You the provider. So, hey, okay, I got to figure something out, you know? So, boom, I'm figuring it out. I'm finna tell on myself, I'm doing fire sticks. Y'all remember them fire sticks? I'm selling fire sticks, you know? Movies, TV shows, you know what I'm saying? I'm in it by any means necessary. As long as I ain't killing nobody, robbing nobody. Oh, I'm making it happen. Unlimited prom pictures. I'm doing all type of stuff. You know, I'm selling pots and pans. I'm going to work. Listen, y'all, it got so bad. At this time, I was vlogging everything. Man, I used to go to work on my hoverboard. I'm going to work on my hoverboard. I'm on my hoverboard, going to work because my car messed up. Car jacked up. Listen, car was so jacked up, power steering fluid was dripping. We had a Pines oil right down the street. I had to go there every day to put power steering fluid in my car just so that the car steering wheel could turn. And the way that you get there from our apartments, you had to do a U-turn. So I had to, just to do the U-turn, I had to do a wide turn just to get the wheel to turn and go to Pennzoil just to put $5 to $10 worth of power steering fluid in there every single day just to fix the wheel. Man, it was crazy now. So I end up leaving that job, and I had to get a job at FedEx. You know, I had to get a job at FedEx or Sterilite. Sterilite was the first job. So Sterilite, you know, I'm going there working hard, 12 to 12, working 12 hours a day. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That was hard like a month. I felt like I was in slavery. I made a whole video about it. I felt like I was in slavery. And my last job that I went to was FedEx. It was at FedEx. And this is a story all of y'all are kind of familiar with here, where the dude was like, man, hey, man, we're going to let you guys go because this is the temp season. This is the temp season, and I'm going to be letting y'all go because after temp season, which is temporary, it's over. So in my mind, I said, hold on, he just walked around here and told all of us we through. He just told all of us we through. So I I said, man, I'm gonna fire my boss before he fires me. That's where that hoodie come from. I'm gonna fire my boss before he fires me. So I didn't go to work the next day. Again, didn't have money saved up. I didn't have no I didn't have no 3 months of rent saved up. I just, man, I'm finna quit. I'm finna just double down on YouTube. I'm finna get fired anyway. Double down on YouTube. Now watch this. Some of y'all may be familiar with this part. I doubled down on YouTube. This is my main stream of income at the time, right? I'm doing other things. You know, I got 20 streams of income trying to pay the rent. But this is my mainstream right here. It's starting to get up there. It's starting to do well. I'm teaching in Austin on vision. I remember this like it was yesterday. I'm teaching in Austin about your vision and your gift. At the end, I'm about to share testimonials of people, but the testimonials are on my YouTube. So I'm hitting the video and it's loading. It's loading. It ain't playing. I'm thinking in my mind, it's the Austin Mosque, because that's where I was at. We was at the Austin Mosque. It's they Wi-Fi. So I just go through my lecture, close it out. When I'm on my way home, a brother DM me on Instagram. Hey, bro, your Instagram is gone. I mean, your YouTube channel is down. It's gone. I said, oh, this poor brother, though, he don't know nothing about social media. Let me help the brother out. Man, I go to my YouTube, bro. This channel has been terminated due to hate speech. This 2018. This channel has been terminated due to hate speech. Bro, that was my main stream of income. Everything. All 2,000 plus videos gone. All them videos of the minister. I have stuff from college. I used to store just my life on YouTube, even if it was unlisted where the world couldn't see it. I lost all of that. Here I am again with nothing. Luckily, right at that time, Facebook monetized me. And I start, and then it was up from there. But the point of this story was, man, it was a struggle. It was a sacrifice. And many people was against it. I had family members, why you post so much about Farrakhan? You post that stuff every day. You didn't say that when I was posting about Allen Iverson and Michael Jordan damn near every day. You didn't say that when I was posting about basketball every day. But now I'm posting about something that's uplifting the community that maybe you don't understand yet. You questioning me why I post about it so much. I've had cousins, older cousins, reach out to me about Jesus in Christ. Why are you inboxing me about Jesus now? You never inboxed me about Jesus before. Why are you trying to tell me about Jesus and all this stuff now? Maybe you think I got more acquainted with Jesus when I joined the nation. I got more acquainted with Christ when I joined the nation. Right? Then here come the jokes, the pork joke. I mean, I'm just trying to show y'all, man, the leap is a leap. You don't know, sometimes there is no plan. Now, I'm not telling y'all to do this how I did it, by the way. I should have probably planned this out a bit better. I'm glad I did the way I did it. I don't know, it kind of forced me to become a certain way, but I don't advise y'all to do it like that. Just quit. You ain't got no plan. You ain't got no money. Like I literally just figured this stuff out. I mean, man, I don't know how I did it. So much so, I got to show y'all this video. I got to close out with this. I see y'all number ones, but I got to show y'all this part because this is documented. So check this out, y'all. When I say leap, I got to show y'all this video because I want y'all to see how it really was taking a leap. All right, look, check this out. Dang, I hope this video, Facebook done changed their algorithm. Facebook, I hope I can find it. Come on, man. I got this video documented, man. Oh, man. See, hold on, let me show y'all something. 10 days. Is it 9 days? Man, I got to show y'all this video if it come on with it. Facebook done changed the way they do the videos, so I probably lost it, but I done showed some of y'all this video. Let me see if I can find it, man. Golly. It's gone. Well, it ain't gone, but it's hard to find now. Dang, man. Let me see if I can find it. Cause I used to document it, man. Every month, listen, every month I would know. Every month I didn't know where the money was coming from, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me see. Dang, man. Let me try this. Man, Facebook done changed the way that they store videos, so it's not easy to find a video like I used to. Dang. I really want y'all to see this video though. But I'm not gonna hold y'all later. Let me try. I'm gonna try one more search and then maybe next time. No, I can't find him. No, I can't find it. But anyways, man, the video was about every month for like 9 months, 10 months or whatever. The end would come and I wouldn't know how I'm going to pay the rent. But always something happened at the end where I could pay the rent. Something always happened where I could pay the rent. And so one day I said, man, I'm finna document this because this is unreal. I'm finna document this process. And I made a whole video about it. And I end up doing some music videos. I did some stuff for Dr. Wesley. Like I did a music video, something like that. And I would always find a way to make it. But the point I'm trying to make here, I want to find it. So I'm finna just start going back. But the point is, sometimes when you take the leap, there's not going to be a plan. It's going to feel like, I don't know how I'm going to make this. It's going to feel like I can't do this. But I also felt like I can't not do it. You know, I also felt like I can't not do it. Because if I didn't do it now and I remained on that's like when Brother Coach Khan, I done noticed he said that last year when he said, imagine Michael Jackson working at McDonald's. Some of us couldn't even imagine it. Someone with that much talent working at a restaurant or a fast food place. And really, that's some of us. Some of us, you got major talent. Some of us, we have a big gift. We can help a lot of people, but you're settling because there is a sacrifice that needs to take place first before you sprout. Okay, let me stop. Hopefully that story resonated with somebody, man. Hopefully it helped somebody, man. I just felt like I needed to share that because taking the leap is not easy. I don't want to make it seem it's easier said than done. Oh, just quit. Just drop out of college. You know, just join the next, you know what I mean? So that was all. I remember I forgot I got into a big argument with my mom on Facebook about it. I looked back on it. I said, whoa, we got into it in a comment thread. Me and my mama got into it. I said, ooh, she was talking about something with the minister. And at that time, I didn't care who came after the minister. You damn near my enemy. But me and my mom was going at it. So I'm not saying y'all should do that. I'm not advising y'all to do that. But here's the reward. I did find this. Here's the reward that came from that. Let me share this video real quick. This is of my son. This is of my son, Taji. Now, it was some times, boy, when I didn't know what we was going to eat. Boy, I didn't know how we going to get food for groceries. But it all was worth it when you hear a video like this here. Check this out.
We ain't eating nothing when we get this here.
Stream games with unlimited data for us.
Yeah, you can't eat nothing. Now you couldn't even eat a walking span.
Of interesting items at the tailgate here, but there's also a button in the front on the driver's door panel that you can pull, and that will open the tailgate. Now, the crazy thing about that button is if you push it the other direction, but for liability reasons, automakers are scared to have the thing closed. Apparently,
yeah, that's nice, man. But before we get it, we got to be hiring a lot of people first, though.
Yeah.
And then get it
Let's
with
have to help people
yeah.
be happy.
Yeah.
Right.
And that can be a reward
Yeah.
for putting the work in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us can, we own a lot of stuff of me grow up. Us can get a lot of cars for everybody.
Yeah, if we own a lot of stuff
Yeah.
and be good sellers in business, man.
And make sure everybody's good and fight people for everybody for our family too, right?
Boy, you teaching now. That's right. That's right. We gotta fight for the people.
Yeah. And us need bring all the people to fight.
Yeah.
Our family, right?
Yeah, we gotta fight for those who
Beat them up.
and we gotta fight for the ones who don't know how to fight.
We see a lot of bad guys. We can bring all we family, right?
Yeah. We gotta do it. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Yeah. So that's why we deserve to get luxury, money, good homes, friendship of all walks of
And
life.
wait, somebody tried to kill us and just say a bull tried to bit him and just tried to attack him real fast. That don't be.
That's why we gotta keep going to the martial arts class. So we can learn the moves.
But I already know them.
No, we still gotta get better though. You don't know them all. Yeah, then we gonna get a lot of land, start growing food. What you think about that? So we ain't even gotta get no food from nobody else. We just grow our own food, huh?
What? Wait. We get bigger and bigger, a lot bigger. It can be.
We
can be like mashing everybody and everything, right?
been helping a lot of people.
And teaching everybody and our bad guy trying to get us, I can show them good stuff to do right.
Yeah.
All of the people can be our family, right?
Well, not everybody. You know, we got some.
Wait, I was teach people stuff.
He said, hold on, wait. Now, okay, this is what I mean.
Our family, right?
Well, not everybody. You know, we got some.
Wait, I was teach people stuff as we can, like, everybody can be. We, family, of us teach everybody to be good.
Yeah, we got to teach them. You're right. Yeah, we got to teach them.
So, man, you know, that makes it all worth it. And so y'all remember my song, Boom? Used to stay in one room, Almighty God made room. Man, we was all staying in one room. But man, it was all worth it. Hearing that come from him. It was all worth it. You know, being able to see him talk about growing food and we can build stuff and we can build houses. That's stuff he was saying at that age. You know? So it all becomes worth it. So when I say, hey, y'all, yeah, you may have to take the leap, but it's for somebody behind you. That's what I mean. Somebody behind you will see, they'll pick up on your thoughts. They'll pick up on your actions. They'll pick up on, you know, what you're trying to do. And they may not be in the condition that you're in now. Later on, they may be in a much better condition, but the mindset that you're going to inspire them to have because you took the leap, because you wasn't scared. All right, let's go to the next person. Let's see. Let's go to somebody said, bro, you told my story. Praise be to Allah. Let's go to Brother Corey. Brother Corey may not. Is Brother Corey here? Yeah, there you go.
Good morning, Brother Ben.
Peace.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Let me get on speaker. Okay, I think I can hear it now.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Master was awesome from Brother Khan today. Thank you for sharing that video and inspiration. Out the message, I was what spoke out was just the fact of everyone having a superpower and sometimes overlooking your superpower because you do it's normal for you, but you don't look at it as a superpower. But also for myself is actually kind of discovering what that superpower is. And I know within myself, it hit me when he spoke about the sellout part, because I do a job, I do a business that it pays the bills, but I don't feel like I'm in the place that I should be in a sense. And so that really kind of spoke out to me. So just with the message alone, kind of puts me in the direction of actually just discovering my superpower and being able to actually walk in it on a daily and let God, pave the road from there. So just listening to your story on, how you was brought up and decisions you made from transitioning from your passion into what you're actually doing now, like walking into your superpower, man, it's inspiring. So that was just, the message of the day was great. I guess I'll definitely tap into more to finish it out, but that's kind of what I got out of it, is like discovering my superpower so that I'm not just selling out for the money and actually living in purpose so that I'm helping others discover theirs as well. So I appreciate you sharing today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's
Thank you,
go
brother.
to Sister Dr. K.
Assalamu alaikum. That was such a beautiful video with you and your son. So beautiful, through the mouths of babes, one thing I tell you. The other thing is just off of that, just looking at that, allowing your children to see. A lot of times, as parents, we try to protect our children from seeing us go through like certain struggles, you know what I mean? Like I could just remember as a child, I never saw my parents that I know of struggle, but it's just, allowing your children to see that there's a beauty in that. Cause I know, like for me, man, I'm telling you, when talk about leap of faith, boy, I tell you, leap of faith, man, it ain't, it's definitely scary. I tell you, it's definitely a scary place. I mean, for me personally, it's a scary place. And my children, they continuously watch me go through it. But anyway, a great message from Coach Khan. I remember I was trying to find my notebook where he did it the first time, and I wrote everything down so I could kind of look at what I wrote down then to where I'm at now. But a couple things that stood out to me was the part about stories. So I feel like I know my gift. The thing that I don't really focus on, or I never really took the time to look at, is the story. So as he said, like, every superhero has a story. And just like I listened to you have a story. So and how he said, if you don't tell your story, you won't unlock your superpower. So like in my head, sometimes I'm like, am I surfacing my superpower? Like, am I going deep into the superpower? Like I say, I feel like my superpower or my gift is empowering and teaching. But then I'm like, man, maybe it's deeper than that. And maybe because I'm not going deep enough, maybe that's why I'm still kind of like not all the way there, because I'm kind of just on the surface. And in order to get all the way there, I have to like really dig into it and find out where the story is. So that's something that I'm really going to like think about is like, what is the story? What is the story? I know one thing I've never liked or I've never been comfortable with is being alone. I've never liked to be alone. I mean, as a little girl, I just never liked to be alone. And so because of that, like I find myself being around friends that just didn't fit and I just didn't fit. Being around, like I just never fit in, but I always wanted to fit in. So even when Coach Khan talked about, I think he said, superheroes don't fit in. And I never fit in. And sometimes when I never fit in, I would always be like, dang, what's wrong with me? Like, what is it about me? Or, just kind of struggling with not fitting in or just not wanting to be alone. And like, even like to this day, I find myself alone. Um, I was just saying this to my son, like, golly, I always feel like I'm by myself. Like, my Lord, like even coming into the nation, I'm by myself. Like everything is like I'm doing it by myself. And sometimes that's a really uncomfortable and scary place to be, But for whatever reason, Allah always He puts me in a place where I'm by myself. So
How y'all doing
those
this,
are
brother?
things I have to kind of dig into. But just overall, just such a great message. Just great message. Just a lot of some, self, like kind of just thinking and digging a little deeper in than maybe where I'm at. I did do a thing yesterday that I'm pretty proud of, although when I tell you I was scared, I was so nervous. So of course I'm working on the educational program, I think Career Academy. And so I did get my ebook finished. I just now have to, and I did create my first video. Lord have mercy, I've been sitting on the video forever, and I just have not posted that thing, and I have not posted my ebook. But I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna strive and get it done today. But I started from the program. I said I wanted to kind of start actually doing something. So of course I want to work on the virtual program, but I was like, I want to start doing something now. So I presented an idea to a organization, and I am going to do which is kind of like a branch off of one of the components of, I think, Career Academy, which is team building. And I presented a team building program called My Sisters Keep Her to a all-girl group. It's a majorette group. And I asked if I could come in and pilot the program within their organization. And I got the okay. So I had to put a presentation together for the parents, which I was so nervous, man. So I had about 32 parents that I had to go and present the program to. And the crazy thing is I was so scared to do it. I mean, when I tell you, like from the moment I got on and started presenting, I was scared, but man, they loved it, which was crazy. Like they loved it. And the feedback I got was like, yes, where do I sign my child up? Yes, I want to be a part of yes. I did do it as a pilot, because I know I wanted to kind of just get out there. So I don't know if that was the way I was supposed to go, but anyway, that's the way I went. I went as a pilot program, and my hope is that my I don't want to say my hope. The goal is from the pilot program, I'm going to direct them right into, I think, the entrepreneurship camp. So they love they love the team building. They're excited about it, and yeah. So that was just a step that I took. I'm telling you, when I tell you crazy, nervous, scared, I had to do it by myself. Like I have nobody, but just pushing through those fears, even when you're uncomfortable, even when you don't know what's on the other side. And then again, my children watching me do it. My son said to me the other day, Mom, you look beautiful, but you look a little dark around under your eyes. But keep going, Mom, keep going. Like you're doing good, Mom, you're doing good. So him and my daughter watching me struggle through it, the beauty is when I listen to him and I watch her and I see through their conversation where they're going and how they're speaking, and they're like, we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, mom, like I'm not gonna do this. Like that is what does make it all worthwhile. So anyway, that was what I had to share. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Brother Roberto.
Brother Ben, you talking?
Dang, I was on mute. Brother Roberto. Sorry. Are you there? Nope. Oh yeah, he is. Are you there? Brother Roberto. Going once, going twice.
I'm sorry. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I just wanted to thank you, Brother Ben, for doing these Zoom calls. I've been reading a lot of the message of the Black man, and also I recently just found a James Baldwin interview conducted by Nikki Giovanni, whom is now in her early 80s. And how I've just seen how much time I've taken to accept my own and awaken from that slumber after being touched by the enemy, because like Brother Dimitrik has said in the lesson called Fight for Life in a world of death. This world has been ruled by man, and the understanding that I get now from just experiences in the past when I was going for my bachelor's, where people right in front of me just sat and just talked about trying to get me to speak, because I'm a very shy person, and also I've watched my mother struggle cooking a big pot of rice so the boys don't have so we don't have to worry about it. And my dad separating from her when I was in high school. I also was going to Catholic high school, and I never heard anybody even mention the name Farrakhan, let alone have struggled accepting myself for due to my beliefs or my faith. But I'm also now a believer that show me a man with faith and you will see his work. Show me a man without faith and there was no work. So it's very a little scary now, time in my life where I've accepted the loneliness, and I suffered from a heart attack in 2015 from just not seeing the struggle of my people, or generation, and seeing others in a situation that I'd like to see one day them get out of. And I thank you, Brother Ben, and everybody from the Power Call, the BWF, and the celebration last year. There was the first BWF meeting, and I hope that one day I can contribute to the community, and possibly work my way up to that degree from life, because I like I said, I suffer from loneliness, anxiety, and it is difficult to just be around others that consider being alone a weird thing. But a lot of people, they go off to college, and this is where they get their knowledge from being by themselves. And although it's difficult, I think Sister Kenyatta, keep going, more life, and there's definitely a reward there for everybody that um has either gotten sick, like myself, and I have an implanted device on my side, right on my ribs. So that's something that people, just the other day, just as they get the knowledge of who we are, they also trying to control our minds. And that's difficult for a teacher. I never wanted to teach, but since I have now the knowledge of God and the enemy of Allah, God, I cannot deny that and be put back to sleep, you know. So I just wanted to say how, not like now, I wanted to get into the music and everything, and like that song night, they say to take a leap, so it's time to take a dive.
Come on.
That dive is definitely something that is gonna awaken us, or revive our inner being, no matter how long we've been under that spell. But to see others in that position, you kind of the isolation is important. The building of rapport with the youth is important, or seeing at least a community of people that have always cared for one another. My father was from the Dominican Republic, and now I see how these people are put in cages and being sent back to Haiti because of the division. The line has always been bad, and that's all I understood about good and bad. Going to Christian school my whole life, and the only thing I wanted to do is make others happy and play instruments, and percussion is one of the things that I learned how to play at a young age, but it really has not taken me anywhere. I have yet to buy a studio time and record a song, let alone understand how people have gotten to the level that they got. And now I understand a little bit more because I have a more thorough knowledge of myself. And I got to give thanks to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Mr. Louis Farrakhan and yourself, Brother Ben, because you come a long way. And everybody else from the MGT, the whole Power Call community, thank you. Because I don't know where I'd be, or who I'd be blaming my struggle on, and unless it was Allah. And that ain't gonna get me any closer to him, or neither would it help me accept who I was, or who I could be. Thank you so much. It's time to take a leap. It's time to take the dive. Thank you, everybody, for being themselves, and like I said, I hope for this Savior's Day, everything flourishes, everything grows, and people are inspired by each other's faces, and turn to God, no matter how dark of a circumstance they left at home. But I wanted to go last year to Savior's Day, but my mother and I were going through a difficult stage where she wanted me to do more for self, but nobody really saw. You could see the pain in my face, because I seldom speak to anybody, unless they're doctors and things. But I found that that's what kind of brought me to have the heart attack. Just relying on the medicine, the anxiety, it's time to take this, and I'm having trouble sleeping, so it's time to take that. But every time I went, that's what kind of brought me to accept that life is more than just life, and there's a purpose for us being here. There's a purpose for us to be caring for one another, and also just listening to stories on how cheap things were when our parents were growing up, and and sacrifices that they've made for us to obtain goals today. Um, goal setting is very important, and writing things, being thankful every day. Being thankful every day.
Yes, sir.
That's what I think is very important for somebody um to come out of that darkness into the light, and also to see the light in others. When I'm not doing as much as I could for myself, I also have to accept and listen to what others are saying to me. And that for me has been a struggle, a 49-year struggle. I'm gonna be 50 this July. And the only thing I have to understand me is the dog that's resonating in the background with every inspiration. And I feel the deep breathing and the meditation has helped, but not as much as listening to the word and the separation,
Yes, sir.
because that's very important to know that this world has been ruled by the enemy of Allah, God, and I gotta thank brother Leo Muhammad, whom recently I found through YouTube. God is man and man is God. So no matter how bad I might feel, I have to also look for for others' guidance, and this power call has definitely in the last 3 years has allowed me to really really go towards that light and turn my face toward God, and want to strive to be clean inside and outside, and no matter how weird of a body I may have now because of this device implanted in me, it's like a metal box, which every 5 years I have to go under anesthesia and replace its battery. I've done that once, so I look forward to that strength that I need to comply with directions, follow directions, not only from my doctors but from others, because I don't know what circumstances they're in, and like I said, seldom speaking or choosing to look for approval from others. Whether it be just monetary, or wanting to, like I said, wanting to spread the message through a song. There's levels, and there's a process. There's a right way to do things, and I feel the more exploitation, the more the media shows us or allows us to make a choice. We've got to also look at the consequences of making these choices, because there's no black leaders that have been able to lead without being threatened, and or being actually, going through a circumstance where their will was tested.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna strive to, accept accept my own, and as much as I could, because that's the only thing that will get me to jot things down, whether mentally or physically, or literally jotting them down, because without that plan, I can't be a man. No woman is gonna look at me as with the respect that a man, needs
Yes,
to
sir.
love them, and let alone see my nephews and people that maybe have been in worse circumstances, and they're just, what's wrong with Uncle BB? They love to call me Uncle BB.
30 more.
That's because
Got 30 more seconds.
yes, that's just the only, sort of like the only name that I would go, that I go by when somebody didn't want to call me by my name. But at the same time, um the belief in Allah, God, and in the person of Master Fard Muhammad is something that I have accepted as truth, and a light that that will illuminate and resonate for hopefully for the rest of my life, because I hope I never have to stray away from that path that God has chosen, because it has been difficult to waking up. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Brother Ben.
Thank you. All right, let's go to Brother Rashad.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I had a question for you. When the next Million Man March gonna be, man?
I don't think it's gonna be another Million Man March. Shoot, we need to execute on what he did in 2015.
Oh, what was that? The Justice OS?
Mm-hmm. How many of us been boycotting? How many of us been boycotting Christmas? How many of us really been up with Jesus, down with Santa? How many of us been redistributing the pain? See, we ain't been doing that. We back celebrating. We back spending during Christmas time, buying gifts, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, spending it with white folks. We ain't did what he told us to do in 2015.
All right.
We don't need another Million Man March. We ain't doing what he said do in 1995. Remember at the end they said, raise your hand, say your name. Chris Johnson will go back and build businesses, go back and build hospitals, go back and never call your woman a bitch. Remember that? That was in 1995. We ain't doing what he said do in 1995. We don't need no another Million Man March.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We need to go rewatch them, the two we already got, and let's start there.
What was the topic of conversation? Because I tapped in at like 10:30.
Brother Rashad, you always
I was asleep, bro. I get off at 1:00 in the morning.
Man, you
bro.
always come here talking about what was the topic, man.
Bro, I was asleep. I be almost missing the whole thing. But then I jump in like I'm right on board, like I've been on the ship the whole time. Here, give me the paddle.
Just give us a word of what God put on your heart this morning.
From what I've been hearing and everybody going, it was seem like more of a testimonial. Man, you gonna make me shoot out the dark.
Well, you ain't gotta say nothing. You didn't have to press number 1.
No, it was really for Robert. I ain't like how Robert was talking and stuff. Like, Robert, you need to know, brother. Robert, listen to this. What I'm finna tell you, brother. Your tongue is the single most powerful thing that you have in your body. The strongest resource at your disposal. When they say you are God, your superpower that make you God is your voice, is your mouth. So when you professing these sickness and these diseases and you saying it, you actually commanding your body to submit to the actual spiritual side of what's happening to make it be able to manifest on this side. This side is mandated by the laws of the spiritual side. So whatever you say, which is you are commanding with your voice, is going to manifest on this side. So instead of saying what you got to do in your symptom, say that you are healed. Say that you will be well. Touch your body wherever it is. Speak it into your body. I've had to walk and experience the attacks that the minister have had to go to from catching cancer and the radiation and everything. And I've had to be able to access Zion in the spiritual realm so I can place hands on myself and heal myself naturally from the electricity that's in our body. If you get to a high enough frequency, you won't have to go to no hospital, Robert. Whatever's in everything that you need, this enemy that you talking about, he really not that bad. His stuff really not that strong. When you truly wake up to the knowledge of God and the knowledge of self, you will know that you is your hospital. You don't gotta go to the doctor. You got a solution for the doctor now. You become a threat, Robert. Yeah, man. That's all I got to say, Brother Ben.
Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Well, I guess what I did while y'all was talking. I found the video. I found it, y'all. Ooh, this is December 28th, 2015. Ooh, this dang near 10 years ago, man. Time is flying. Good God almighty. We're going to end off with this, man. She's gone, Sister Rendisha. We're going to end off with this. And hopefully this inspires y'all, man. I really hope this inspires anybody right now financially going through it. You're struggling with your faith. And one thing I want y'all to hear is the difference in my voice back then. Like, I was confident, but I still was a little scared. I still was like, man, I still didn't know, no. You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
Listen to this right here. Here we go.
Said, man, for 10 months straight, you know, it's been to where I don't even know where the money coming from sometimes. And at the end of the month, it always happens. And so recently, last month, I posted, you know, step by step how much money I had, $10, so-and-so days left, $50, so-and-so days left. And then at the end of the month, when it came, I had it. You know what I mean? I always end up having it. This month, I decided I was going to record it, you know. And I try to record things not to boast, but to boast in Allah. Not boasting me, boasting Allah. Boasting the God when you just have faith. And we don't believe in the mystery God that's sitting up in the sky. We believe in the God, the God that's within us. So I decided to record it this time. First of all, though, I want to read y'all this message from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because within this mission, we know our job is to teach our people. Our job is to teach the uncivilized people. Our job is to go out into the communities, interact with your people, and as you know, that's time. That's time away from you being able to make money, because every time you go out into the people, every time you interact with the people, it's not always for compensation. It's not always for income. So that's time you lose, and that's why it's good to do it for yourself. That's why it's good to have your own business, because when you out building with your people, your money making money for you. So I'm going to read you this passage from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because he started back up Farrakhan Friday. So go to his page and ask him a question and he may answer it. The question was, can you give a message to us young activists who are striving to stay focused, yet we need to pay our bills but don't want to sell out? How have you been able to balance that without losing your soul, Brother Minister? And he responded, it takes focus. The enemy is always desirous of taking you away from your focus if your focus is bent to his desire to keep you and me under his control, so he will always offer money. And if your trust is in God, then you will be patient and suffer privation, waiting on God to deliver you and raise you. I have never felt that the enemy could take away from me what God wanted me to have. And if I was very poor in that instant, my focus never left the rise of our people. And soon God will bless me with the means to feed my family better, the means to survive, the means to continue to struggle. Stay the course and never sell your soul for a mess of porridge. So basically what he was saying, man, is that he knows that we're going to be doing the works. And he knows that we got to pay bills, but if we keep our eye on God, if we keep our eye on the mission, if we keep our eye on our people, then the money will come. If you really don't have that faith, I know how dumb that may sound to an unbeliever, but I promise you, man, it's very real. It's very real. This message that he gave, that answer that he gave is very real, because I've lived it. I've lived it. I'm that young activist that's stay on Facebook posting, that be in the streets talking to his people, trying to figure out different ways. Can I help this business? Can I do a video for this business? Can I go do this for the homeless? Let me go pass out these papers. Let me figure out how I can. And at the same time, I know that I have a family, not just a wife, not just a son. I have both. I have a wife and a son that I have to take care of. That's big, you know. And I promise you, man, it always works out for the better. I'm gonna show y'all this video that I made maybe a week or two ago. I only had $10. I had like $10 to my name, and I did not know where the money was coming from. I honestly did not know this month where the money was coming from, and it came. So I'm finna roll that clip right now. What's going on? Just want to make this video for documentation. When I make these videos, man, that I put on Facebook and YouTube, you know, sharing my thoughts and ideas, my perspective, some advice I have, I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself as well, because truth be told, I'm doing just as bad as some of you guys may be. So don't ever look at me like I'm perfect or I got it made already, so you can't relate to me. You really can't. You know, like I said before, I work a minimum wage job, 4 hours a day, so I'm not just really getting paid. So I really have to depend on trying to do for myself, trying to hustle, trying to get different things, trying to make things happen. And this month is probably gonna be one of my hardest months. It's December 19th, and as you all know, rent is due on the 1st. I have $10 to my name at the moment, and I just gotta figure out a way to do it. Not only do I have rent, I have a phone bill, got water bill, I have to pay the phone bill, insurance. So I got a lot of stuff I have to do, man, and I really gotta hustle. And for y'all who personally know me, y'all know I work at a school, black-owned school, and it's Christmas break. So the district is out on break. So there's no work for me. There's no way I can say, hey, can I get some extra hours? Or, hey, I know I'm finna work this week, so I'm gonna get some extra money. It's not gonna work like that. So I have to figure out some ways to make some money before the 1st. And I'm just gonna record that process because I know a lot of people probably go through that same thing where they have no idea where the money coming from. But one thing I want to point out is not you pray for it and you talk to God about it, but after you talk to God and pray for it about it, you got to go work and get it. God does not work like I'm gonna sit home and pray, Lord, please, I just need this. I need this money, Lord. I really need your blessing, Lord. I need your miracle, Lord. Lord, I need you to come in and just provide me a way. See, that all sounds good. That sounds good in the church with the music in the background. That sounds good. It motivates you, but that's not how God works. You pray for it, and then you go get it. So I prayed about it. I listened to my music to get my spirit high, and then I'm just finna go work for it. So I'm gonna record that process for inspiration. As you know, man, I'm trying to share my story and my experiences for inspiration, so it can inspire y'all, so it can motivate y'all to do some of the same things, just so you can see, man, hey, I'm not the only one in this situation. So today, as you know, I'm a videographer, so I'm gonna go do a music video. That's gonna be some money there, and then hopefully I can do just a couple different more things, man, to just make money, make ends meet. And if I accomplish this, well, when I accomplish this, it'll inspire y'all to do it. Peace. So as y'all can see, man, I really didn't have the money. I really didn't know where the money was coming from, but I worked. You will be rewarded for what you put out into the people. What you put out into the universe, man, it's gonna come back out. It's gonna come back to you. If you put negative things out, negative things gonna come back. You put positive things out, positive energy out, it's gonna come back, man. So I've been rewarded every time. Be and it is, right? You know, we supposed to be God, so we say be and it is. Be and it is. We sit in the house and we chill, and we expect it to happen. It's not gonna happen like that. I said be in it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna make this money. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know where the money coming from, but I know these last 10 months you showed me that you worthy. I went to work. I started doing videos. I did this video, a music video. I did this video. I did this training over here. I did this. I did that. And it is 12/28, December 28. Bill's gonna be due in a couple days, and I have the money. I have the money. Like I promise you, man, there is no secret that I can give you, man. I can't tell you exactly what to do, but what I can tell you is that most honorable Elijah Muhammad told us to do for self. Yes, I have a minimum. Well, I ain't gonna need to say minimum wage because Allah blessed me to get a raise. And when I say Allah bless me, man, he put me in that spirit. He put that spirit into me to continue to do the right thing. He put that spirit in me to have a right spirit when I go to work. Because I can be going to work every day with a foul attitude. I can be going to work every day with a I don't want to be there attitude, but my spirit is always out. Now sometimes I be sleepy because I be up late at night trying to do for myself, but I go to work sleepy sometimes. But when I'm up, I don't care how much money I'm making, I'm out there. I'm interacting with the children every day. I'm teaching them, hey, What you want to be when you grow up? Cool. You want to be that? What about if you own this building? I'm just dropping seeds to him. Doing it. I'm just staying high spirit and just God he blessed me, man. So when I boast, man, I'm boasting in Allah. Like I said, man, this is amazing. This is so amazing, man, because I literally every month, I don't know where the money come from. I'm selling sticks. Y'all know I be selling cable sticks, the fire stick. I'm selling sticks. I mean, I'm just doing the work, and that's what I mean by being it is. Being it is ain't just, okay, I want $100. I want $1,000 by the end of the month. And I said that, no, I want $1,000. I'm finna go work for it, and that's what I'm saying when I say be. I'm going to work for it, and that's going to be what I'm going to get. That's what being it is. That's what being it is for me. Being able to say I'm going to do this and then it happens. Making my word flesh. Whatever I say, put it out in the universe. Then I go work for it and I see it come back to me in physical form. I said I wanted this. I said I wanted this. Didn't know where it was going to come from. But I put it out there, work for it, and then now you see it. And my advice to y'all, man, is just try. Just try. You don't always have to depend on the white man's job. Work with your brother. Get a brother who got a business already. Work for him. And then do something on the side that you want to do with your life. That you feel like you was put here to do. Just do it, man. And I can wait until somebody hire me at a job. I can wait until some big company hire me to come film. But I just shoot. Whatever I do, whatever you do, just do it. Like I got a camera, I can just film. Put it on YouTube, I can make some money off of it. Fam. I'm just putting it out there, and then somebody might see it. Hey, man, you do video. I be seeing you doing video. I need this. That's how it happened. At the end of the month, man, I just be getting hit up, bro. I need this. And it happened every time. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm finna cut it off, man. But I just want to give y'all that mess. I just want to show y'all, man, that I don't be playing. When I be posting them statuses and I'm broke, and at the end of the month, I end up having the money, that's just how it really work. That's how it really work. Because my business coming soon. Stay tuned. It's finna be registered. It's finna be everything. Finna be legit. But until then, I've been hustling. It's been working. And it can work for you too. So I'm finna cut the video. I thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Man, it down there bring me to tears watching that, boy.
Like I said, man,
Ooh, boy. Boy, them was some tough times, boy. Golly, them was some tough times. But since you them was some tough times. So yeah, man, I hope that was inspiring, man. I hope that yeah, man, I hope that inspires. Move out the way, boy. I gotta get the work. I hope that inspires somebody, man. But yeah, it used to happen like that every month, man. Every month I would not know where the rent was coming from. But what I wanted y'all to notice was, Brother Rashad said I sounded a little discouraged. Hell, I was. Hell, I didn't know where that money was coming from. I just said, hey, I hope this video work out. and it was like, it was fear, you know, but every month that went by, when it happened, my faith grew just a little bit more faith. And some of y'all, you have to snowball to get to the faith that you want to get to. But the more you push off taking the leap, you won't get to the faith, because the faith that I got was really from a snowball. This happened, gained a little faith. This took place, gained a little faith. I tried that, okay, gained a little faith. Took that leap, gained a little faith. Took that risk. But if you don't ever start, you'll never get to the faith that you need. So I wasn't convicted. Hey, man, I'm finna go get this money. I got 10 days left, man. I was like, man, you know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, you know, I was living on faith, boy. But we did it, man. We did it, man. So, man, just take the leap. Just do it, man, and it'll work out for you eventually. Plan. Use the still away method from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He said, while you're on that job, the extra money that you have, put it to the side. You know, start to build that business up on the side. And then as you are able to grow that and have 6 months maybe of the rent, and you can still away, So once the side job is able to sustain you, then you quit. I didn't do it right. I just had a thought. I said, I'm out of here. I quit. You know what I mean? Before I was able to fully do that. But as y'all see, it ended up working out. And that's what gives me the faith that I have today because of stuff like that took place in 2015. I have faith in God because even in now, there's some financial situations that's why I be telling y'all, them donations be coming through, that I'm unfortunate situations that was out of my control that's taking place now. And so now I may be in a state to where I kind of feel like I did at that time, but I really don't even be really worried about it and tripping on it because I remember back then. But I could never get to this level of faith now if I didn't take the leap and believe in them back then. So now it's much easier for me to believe that something is going to happen and that I believe and I got faith because I took the leap at that time. So the more we delay taking the leap, there's going to be something much bigger that you may need to take a leap on in your future, but you won't have the faith that you need then because he's giving you a test now to make you better. So the unfortunate situation that has taken place, you know, in modern time and in current times, that prepared me back then. But if I would have said, well, let me just go get me another job so I can be a little bit more secure, I wouldn't know what to do right now because I wouldn't. And this time I ain't go get no job. I can't afford to get a job. That's crazy to even say. That's a t-shirt. I can't afford to get a job. Wow. Somebody tweet that to me, inbox that to me. That's interesting. I can't afford to get a job. Yeah. But anyways, but the past is what prepares. So what circumstance has God put us in modern time? What circumstance is God putting you through? What combine, what training is he putting you through right now that you don't know is really preparing you for something bigger in the future? He needs to build your faith now with something really small, and it'll be really small in your future. At the time, that was big. But when I look back on it, man, that was small. Boy, you needed $1,700. Boy, you needed $3,000 a month back in 2018, boy. You know, so to me now, that's small, you know, based on all the responsibilities that I have now. But at that time, it prepared me for where I'm at now. That's why I'm encouraging y'all to just take the leap, man. And don't do it dumbly. That's not even a word. But don't do it crazy, right? Just say you're going to quit today. But there are some risks that you need to take in your life. And you need to depend on the God, but also you need to learn how to depend on the God within self. My mind has developed that, bro, it don't matter what happens. I'm the asset. I can figure it out. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, if somebody backs out, if this happened, I feel like I've studied enough, I've sacrificed enough, I've forced myself to learn enough to where you can figure whatever happens out, you can figure it out. And here's the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with that I have to get. This is the context. Impact people. The minister said, when you serve the people, as if you're serving God, the people will be able to back you and support you like God will back you. So the key component that I have now is that I've impacted so many people that it's not just, this, you know, I did a job and I made the money. People was willing to give it to me because in their mind, I paid it forward, right? So when you give to the world so much, impact-wise, it's not that they indebted to you, but you've added so much value to their life. When you in shaky times, they can support you. So when y'all, every day you go without posting content, every day you go without giving something for free, every day you go without giving a gift to the world, it's kind of like it's kind of like you investing. You investing in people, you investing in the world. So if anything was to happen to you and you like, man, I'm really in it. Oh, I got you. Man, don't worry about that. How much you need? Cent. I'm telling you, that's what I've experienced. Cent. Because for years, you've made an investment without asking. Free videos, 48,000 videos. You know what I'm saying? All these clips, and you don't ask for nothing back. When life hits you, unfortunate times, sent, no questions asked. But some of y'all got that gift when you can be talking to somebody, you can get people through their problems, and you don't realize Life ain't always about necessarily having a business and I got employees. What if it's the fact that I've impacted so many people? I've invested in people, not in the stock market, not in crypto where I done learn how to trade. What if your thing is I'm going to invest in people? I'm going to help so many people that I can get something back later because of what I've done for people. That's what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has done. How many of us feel a way about Savior's Day gift? None of us, we don't even hesitate. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't, man, I got to do Savior's Day. And we like, bro, we happy about it. Why? Because he's helped our life so much. So he don't have a business per se where you can come buy a product. But he has impacted us so much with the word of God. We have witnessed his sacrifice. So when Savior's Day gift come around, I'm happy to give. You got that same power. You may not impact people the way the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan does, but you got a gift. You got a gift. And don't think that it's, because I may do this sometimes too. And I got my partner, she kind of helps me with this. Sometimes it feels weird for people to give to me. Like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like why you give me this? Like, it feels weird. Like, man, I gotta, what can I give you in return for this? But it's like, you've already given it. You've already given it. You know what I'm saying? The work that you do, the sacrifice that you make, you've already kind of paid it forward. So I'm just trying to give y'all a different perspective because I know everybody's not going to build a business. Everybody's not going to have a product. But what if you the product? What if you're so valuable? What if you're so impactful to somebody's life that you're worth 4,000, 5,000, 10,000? And in your mind, it'll be for no reason, but you don't know it's a reason. You've impacted people's lives. So that gift that you have inside of you that you scared to post on Instagram about, you scared to post on YouTube about, you keep making up excuses of why you can't put it out there. You're slowing down your journey of getting where you really want to be. Because many of us, we force ourselves to be complacent with where we at. Well, I'm cool with my little Carter. I'm cool with my little... No, you really not. You want more. You want more. You don't want to be comfortable with just being able to pay the bills and that's it. You would like to travel and not have to worry about it. You would like to get a flight and not have to worry about it. You would like to give your children whatever they want and not have to worry about it. But we trick our minds into thinking, oh, I'm just humble or I'm just cool with the way. No, it's okay to want more. It's okay to want the best because you are the best. So teaches our minister. He says, we deserve the best the enemy makes until we able to make it. Y'all heard him? So yeah, man, don't be complacent and justify why we are the way that we are. If you want more, go get more, but it's going to take us to give more. So that's it. Thank y'all for listening, man. I'm done rambling or done teaching. I thank y'all for listening, and I'll see you guys, inshallah, for part 2. Invite somebody tomorrow because Coach Khan going to go into it more in depth tomorrow about our superpower. We got to discover our superpower because the job isn't my superpower. I'm working at this job really just to make money. But outside of that, I got to figure out what my real superpower is. Why am I made? Because I'm not made to work at the warehouse. I was not born. My purpose and aim that God created me is not to work at McDonald's. Is not to work at this supermarket. Is not to work at FedEx. Wherever I'm at. I'm made for something much bigger than that. I got a purpose much bigger than that. This is just what I got to do to pay the bills. But I don't think that's my life. I got to discover my reason for life, my reason for living. If bills didn't exist, if money wasn't here, if I didn't need it, what would I be doing that fulfills me? That's what we got to learn to work into our life as we work on our jobs. And that's where the true fulfillment is going to come from. So assalamu alaikum, and inshallah, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Is Brother Ben here? Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister. And Ben tells them about the minister.